Namaste, hip hop hooray, bienvenidos amigos, with your boy Mikey Bud coming at you with another fantastic flow. In today's practice, we're going to be focusing specifically on back bends. I apologize, it's pretty windy out here. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we actually do, you're going to need a couple of yoga blocks, so just make sure you have those handy. And when you do, just set them somewhere accessible through your mat. And we're going to start off in Supta Baddha Konasana, in other words, Supine Butterfly. So lie down on your back, put your feet together, arms by your side, and just start to take some deep breaths here. Tuning out whatever noise doesn't serve you. Maybe getting ready a pretty dope playlist. We'll be here for the next half hour, so you can vibe to some music if you want, or if you just want to feel the energy around you. Gently start to tap each finger to the thumbs, going from pinky to index and back. And then give a gentle wiggle. Reach your arms back to stretch. You're going to plant the feet down flat right under the knees, lifting up into a bridge pose. Press into the heels and try to distribute the weight evenly throughout your foot as we're here for 4, 3, 2, and then slowly come down. You could rock your knees side to side if you choose. We're going to do another bridge pose. This time, lock the fingers behind your back as you lift up the hips. Press hard into those heels, holding it for 5 deep breaths. 2, and then slowly coming down top to bottom. Oh yeah. Drop your knees side to side only if it feels good. If your back's feeling a little sensitive, try to go slower. And then we're going to hug our knees in just to give a little curve. Grabbing underneath the knees, rocking back and forth 3 times. On the 3rd time, I want you to hold a boat pose. Right up there on your sit bones. And maybe you keep the hands right underneath the knees for now. That's all good. We're just starting out the session. If you're feeling like you want to activate the core, go for it. Because we are going to be doing some back bends that do require a lot of core work. So I just want you to be prepared in that field. Let's hold it for 3, 2, and then crossing the legs, coming onto all fours, tabletop position, hands and knees. So before we start to do those back bends with our cat and our cow, let's get the alignment right. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Big drop of the belly. Feel the arch. And then exhale, really round out the back, separating your shoulder blades. Let's do that 4 more times. Good. On that last one, you're going to exhale to a neutral spine, flat back. Puppy pose. Extend the arms forward as you lower the forehead down, keeping your tushy up in the air. Hips are still over the knees, just like tabletop. Almost imagine your arms up against the wall and you're lowering your head deeper and deeper, getting your chest closer and closer to the ground. Easy as you slide out into a Sphinx pose, pressing onto the forearms, lifting up the chest. And again, today's session is all about the spine, so let's just give it a nice little pay attention to. Don't rush through every pose. Easy in our transitions. Good. Start to lower down. Reach the arms out in front of you. Let me move the block so you can see me sideways. Keeping your forehead on the ground, you're going to raise the arms as high as you can. Holding it for 4, 2, and relax. Go. We're going to do that again. Big inhale, lift up the arm. Keep the head down. Try not to tense up your face. Keep your neck relaxed. And easy as we let go. This time you're going to lift up the arms and the chest. Lock the fingers behind your back. Give it an easy pull for a half locust. My mask's going to be smacking me in the face. One more deep breath. And then exhale, fingertips to the shoulders as we lift up for a gentle cobra. Easy coming back down into our first downward facing dog. So while you're in your dog, just pedal it out, gently releasing tension wherever it may be holding. And very similar to your puppy pose, I want you to think the same thing with down dog, maybe generously bending your knees, trying to get your head a little closer between the biceps. And then easy looking to the top, step or jump, forward bend. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Again, halfway. And down. Slowly rising up. As soon as your shoulders hit the top, you're going to sweep the arms up. And cactus, open up the chest. Good. Inhale, reach high again. Hands coming into the low back. So very vital that we try to squeeze our elbows in as tight as we can here first before we start to push anything. Feet grounded on the floor. Gently pushing the hips forward. Keep looking forward, keep looking forward. And as soon as you're here, you're gently going to drop your head back. Easy lifting it all up from top to bottom. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach high for the sky. Cactus arms. Good, reach up. All the way down, forward bend. Halfway. And down. Halfway. Vinyasa. So we're going to do a cobra to a down dog, but before we actually go back to down dog, here's what I want to do. Lower to your tummies. Let's do 3 cobras first. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Again, cobra. And down. Last time. Downward dog, pull it back. Raise the right leg up. Open up your hip. Good. Then come knee to the nose. Back it up. Step between the hands. Crescent pose. So a nice high lunge here. And then what I want you to do is put your thumbs together, all right? So give them a nice little hook. You're going to gently pull the hands back, almost like there's a wall you're coming up against. Opening it up, warrior 2. Try not to just drop into the front there. Make sure that you got even weight distribution between your back leg and your front. Inhale to reverse it. And then exhale, side angle. We're going to reach over the bent knee. Top hand up. Side angle is really good for us as a prerequisite for our back bends. We're going to reach the left hand over so we could stretch that side body even more. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, vinyasa. Good. Left leg's going up. Open up your hip here. Awesome. Knee to the nose. Back up. Step in between the hands, crescent pose. Good, let's hook the thumbs. Give it a nice gentle pull, keep pulling here. Awesome. From here, we open up to a warrior two. And again, just making sure I'm adding a little pressure to that back foot. And I've got evenly between my heel and the ball of my front foot. Good. Take a deep breath in, fill up the balloon belly. Reverse as we breathe in again. Side angle, reaching it out. Good. Extend forward. Awesome. Reversing it. Vinyasa, curl it down. Woo! So a nice upward dog and a big exhale back. Good. Shift forward, lower down to your forearms, forearm plank. Start to tiptoe to the elbows, dolphin pose. Holding it here for 5, 3, 2, easy into a child's pose. Good, just take a few inhales and exhales here. Clearing the breath just like your mind is. You are Zen AF. Fantastic. Let's come back to all fours. Table pose. And then I want you to reach the right hand forward, kicking the left leg back. From here, we're going to bend the back knee, grab a hold of that foot, if I can find it. And here's where I really want you to be conscious. You're trying to pick that knee up behind your tailbone, all right? Because that's where you'll notice the back bend comes in. Let's go for 3, 2, forward and back. Easy lowering it down. Changing sides, left forward, right back. And when you're ready, grab a hold of that knee or that foot. Now you saw my hand was kind of going all different places there. I still want to keep it underneath my right shoulder. So if you start to go in all different directions like I am, try to think like the boy man one direction. Keep it on the floor. Releasing forward and back. And then easy as we lower down, back into a downward dog. Oh yeah. Good. Looking up to your hands. Walk or jump, forward bend. Halfway. And down. Stand up, reach for the sky. Cactus arms. Good. Reach up, give me a steeple grip. Fingers together except the indexes. They're going to point up. And we're going to pull over to the right. And pull over to the left. Come back to the middle. Keep your steeple grip. You're going to start to look up, okay? And then all I want you to do is let your fingers gently draw back as you slowly follow. The idea isn't to just throw your hips and throw your back out, all right? I don't want y'all getting into the chiropractor like you may like you got chiropractor going to the x-ray machine like you got some severed spine or something. So come in smoothly. Easy, easy. Trying to keep your hips generally where they were. And then easy as you come back all the way down to the ground, forward bend. Halfway up here. And exhale down. Halfway. And down. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Good. Get a little lower if you can. Try to keep the belly tight. And down to our toes. Here we goes. Halfway up and down. Halfway. Step or hop back. Vinyasa. Raising our right leg up. We're going to open it and flip over so we can get a general idea for that wheel pose, right? Because this is about halfway there. Keep pushing your hips forward, driving in through the heels. And if you need to modify by turning, you can always lower down first and then take the twist back. Yeah. Place the foot down between your hands, crescent pose. Warrior 2. Good. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Reaching out. Top hand high. Now here we're going to go for a little wrap, okay? Because I always think when it comes to backbending, it's super important to focus on our shoulders as well. The lifestyle that we live as humans today, where it's always hunched forward. I know you've seen me say that a million times in different videos. So counter stretching is really important because one of the things that might be holding us back from our backbend are tight shoulders. That being said, left hand's going down to the ground or a block. Right hand's going to go up to the sky. My hair is going to be a hot mess right now. Go. We're going to go standing split, so back leg high still. Keep those toes pointing down. So this is where it gets a little tricky, but it's a hell of a leg workout, all right? I want you to start getting lighter and lighter on your platform so you can lift up the chest, maybe bring the hands to the heart. Then you're going to bend the left knee. Grab a hold with the left hand from the inside into a dancer pose. Now, anybody who might be feeling a cramp or something, that's understandable because you got a lot of muscles contracting. What you could always do instead is come with the knee up first, grab a hold, then come back for your dancers, all right? So it's just like going to South Beach. There's a lot of different ways we could get there. As long as you're at the party, we don't care. This is, of course, before, COVID got a hold of us. Let's go 3 more breaths. And then a figure 4, left ankle on top of the right knee. You could either stay here like a still tree, or you could start to get lower and lower, maybe bend down for the block again, or to your toes. I will put this out there just in case any of my advanced warriors are watching, but you could do the single arm crow as well too, in case you want to get that going. Me, I'm Gucci right here. Good. 3, 2, and then gently you're going to lower that left foot over. So now we're cross-legged standing, getting down deeper and deeper for a nice IT band stretch. Again, another vital part of our body along with the psoas and the hip flexors that could be a little extra tight, limiting us for our back bends. From here, we're going to split the heels just a bit, turn all 10 toes to the right, voila, we're facing the other way. Let's go halfway up and down. Halfway, hands down to the toes. Grab both of your blocks, all right? This is where they're going to come in handy. We're going to go halfway up, and then you're going to walk them out to a plank. I took a little bit too high there, but set them up on a platform just like so, and make sure that your low back is okay with this as well. But what you're going to do is you're going to lower down just before your belly hits the ground. You're right between those blocks, right? But we're going to do a little bit of an advanced up dog. Stay here for about 3 breaths. Easy as you're back into a down dog. Ooh. And I should actually mention this now that you got blocks. If ever you're in class, you feel like your shoulders are all up in your ears, you're a little too tight, it's just really hard to get there because the hamstrings are not being very nice as well, use a couple of blocks. It helps. It gives you the extension for your hands. Think about that. Let's go left leg high. Open and turn it. Good. And then coming back. Easy. Stepping through. Crescent. Warrior 2. Take a nice reverse. And out to the side again. You know what to do. We gonna wrap here. One more big long breath. And a laughing exhale. Haha, got it. Good. Let's twist it up. Right down, left high. And then coming in for that standing split. Now again, we want to make this a smooth transition. The more we hang down, the harder it is going to be to do anything. So first getting into Warrior 3, lift the chest. Think about Cobra Pose, right? Hands to your heart, firm back leg. Focus on something that's not moving. Then as you bend the knee first, see how far you could grab a hold. Dancer pose, holding on to the right leg. Easy into our figure 4. Getting as low as you want to. Maybe a forward bend. Maybe into an arm balance. I'll even use the blocks here in case you want to see what that might be like. Good. Then gently, if you got to stand up again, that's okay. You're going to cross right over left. Still getting low like Lil Jon. Or at least I'm sure the girls that Lil Jon wanted to get low, get low. Good. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. See if you get that nose to the knee. And then we're going to split the feet, turn all 10 toes to the left, forward bend. Inhale halfway up, exhale down. Halfway, hands down, plank. Good, lowering all the way to our tummies. You're going to reach the arms back by your sides, lift up the chest and legs, bend the knees, grab a hold of the feet, floor bow pose. Keep kicking those hands into the feet, those feet into the hands. 3, 2, relax, crocodile pose. Use your hands as a pillow. Downward facing dog. So if the blocks are still at the back of your mat between your feet, that's okay. Leave them there. We're gonna need them soon. But before we do, you're gonna shift forward, lower down to your forearms, forearm plank. Now tiptoeing as close as you can. Dolphin pose. Try to hold this for about 5 breaths. If you want to get another back bend in, like an inversion, you're going to do scorpion. Scorpions, keep your elbows tight, walking as close as you can. First, try to get the legs up. Once you're in that nice, firm, still position, put the toes together, bending the knees gently, trying to bring them closer and closer to the crown of your head. Three more breaths. As slow as you got up, back down, easy. Child's pose. Gently lifting up. Very nice, my friends. Let's take an easy roll of the shoulders forward. And an easy roll back. You're going to lock the fingers behind you. Give a little pull here. Oh, yeah. And then eagle arms. Right arm on top of the left. Pushing those forearms against one another. And then easy other side. Awesome. From here, shake it out, shake it out. We're going to go Reclined Heroes. So this is where those blocks come in handy. You're going to want to put one block lining up pretty vertical, or I should say parallel, with your spine. The other one up at about head level, so that way it comes down like a nice even staircase. So as we split the feet back, or I'm sorry, I should say modifications as well too. If you have a couch, any kind of ottoman that you can lean up against, this is a good way to practice before you get lower and lower. But for those using the blocks, make sure that the block is up by your thoracic spine, right between the shoulders. Head on top of the block. You can move it a little bit if you need to. And occasionally you want to just think about those hips lifting up. So again, we could alleviate tension that might be held between all this muscle in our thighs. For any of my advanced practitioners, you are welcome to go all the way down to the ground. That's totally cool by me. Palms out. Just letting the sky, heaven, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, let it know that you're open to receiving whatever this world might bring. In this position, especially the fallen hero, it's hard to just I can't snap it. It's hard to just snap right out of it. You'd have to take your time, otherwise your back's gonna get some serious injury. So this is again one of those moments where yoga teaches us just to be in it. Surrender to the moment, surrender to the pose. When you're ready, you're going to slowly bring yourself up. Let those vertebrae stack on top of each other. And then swing the legs out in front, placing those blocks out by your side. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this next one because my feet are cold. Go ahead and reach up for the sky. And then forward bend for your toes or whatever's available. And this isn't one where you just want to jack your nose to your toes. You want to gently come there because of all the back bending we've been doing. Right now your spine is trying to just adopt everything that it got a hold of. But it's definitely thanking you for paying attention to it today, because when when we focus on back bending, it can help relieve anxiety. It's good for our posture. It induces confidence. So there's a lot of benefits that come with this practice. Go ahead, release the toes. Slowly come all the way onto your spine. And then we're going to do another bridge pose. Or if you want to do a wheel pose, and here's a modification you could do with wheel. You could put those blocks up by your shoulders so that way you can go onto those for it. First, slide the feet underneath your knees and bring the hips up. Then if you have the blocks, make sure they're close enough for your shoulders so that way if you go in, you can do that. Just make sure it's safe because mine feels a little sketch right now. It's kind of sliding over here. The wall is also a great accessory to use. There. You know what? We're going to get rid of that. So, down to our spine. So, we could do another bridge pose, or if you want to do wheel pose, that could be your final back bend for the day. Go ahead, slide the feet underneath, press up the hips, lock your fingers, or slide the hands under the shoulder, and wheel it out. Five. And as slowly as you can. First start at the top, cervical spine to the thoracic, down to the lumbar. All that TLC. Bring the knees in. A little happy baby. Good. Then figure four, right ankle on top of the left knee. Giving a little flexion in those feet. Good. Switch to the other side. That's all over the place here. Oh boy. Great session today, my friends. You're looking a little bit taller like a baller already. The Rock better be careful. He may call you into the office. Good. Easy as you release. Put one hand on top of each knee, circling together and apart. Then the other direction. Then pull the right knee in, left leg out. Taking a twist across the body as you reach to the right. Coming back to the center. Bringing the left knee in. And twisting to the right. Good. Come back to the center. Hug both knees in as tight as you can. Take a deep, deep breath. And then exhale. Make sure your mat hasn't flown away. So you could just chill out for a moment. And again, just let your spine adapt into all the bending that it did today. Giving you a little bit more posture, a little bit more confidence, and spring in your step. And I promise you, if you try doing this at least once or twice a week, you're going to notice a huge difference in all of your back bends. Take a deep, deep breath in. Shavasana. Gently start to reset, tapping those fingers to the thumbs again, wiggling your toes, and then reaching back to stretch. Don't let me fly away. And then take a seat whenever you're ready. Again, sitting up a little bit taller, like you're a baller. Big confidence, like Cardi B, like you own the party, G. We're in the hands of the heart, knowing it's been there for you from the start. A little smile on your face, making this world a better place. Friends, thank you so much for your happiness and health. Do me the favor of appreciating, respecting, and always loving yourself. Namaste. Until next time, y'all. Peace, blessings. Catch you in the next one.